Hello everyone. Uh, so whenever you are watching it, I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So whenever you are watching it. Uh, this session, I have come to this session and I'm recording this. I'll put it in GST Park. So watch it for RTP. So we'll start from 2024 RTP here. So revision test paper. Whenever you are going to the examination, first listen to the classes, finish it off. Later, go to question and answers which are there in your study material, finish it off. Later, go to the amendments which are there, finish it off. Later, go to RTP, MTP, PYQ. So now this for somewhere next 2, 3, 4 videos, I'm going to cover up RTP, revision test papers, which is required for the examination. Many a time, the questions from RTP and same kind of questions which have come in RTP that will get copied and pasted to your examination. That's why we are not going to skip any RTPs here. We have to finish RTP. Okay. Yes. One second. I'll just share the screen here. Sir, where to find RTPs? In BOS knowledge portal mein. So you can find RTP in BOS knowledge portal. I'll go to Chrome. Just I'll type ICAI. ICAI website mein, go to the students mein BOS portal. In that BOS portal, click here to BOS knowledge portal. People, at the end of the session, there is one exciting news. Wait for it. Okay. Some exciting news that I have. So just wait for it. Okay. Now I'll go to the RTP, revision test papers. RTP, intermediate, May 2024. And we have to select taxation here. Before selecting the taxation, see there is something called as taxation corrigendum. First, we will read what is there in taxation corrigendum. What is this corrigendum? Whenever there is any mistake which has happened in the RTP, they will mention what is the mistake, or if there is any changes which has happened in RTP, so that they will mention in corrigendum. So let's see what is there in corrigendum. Okay, click here. Click here. So the taxation section B, goods and service tax, in answer to question number 6, first table, computation of net GST payable in cash has been modified. Students are advised to refer the modified file at so and so. There is a link. I'll just click on that link. So once I click that link, so it will take me to this point here. What I'll do, I'll just save it. I save in the files. Later open in, I'll open in books. Wait. Okay, this is section A. That is income tax law. Section A, income tax law. Let's not go to income tax law. I'll directly go to section B, goods and service tax. Okay, first we will do the case study. The case study may we will do the multiple choice questions. All the questions should be answered on the basis of the position of GST law amended up to 31st-10/2023. But don't worry, wherever there is other amendments that I'll tell you. Okay, so those who are writing in May 2025 or those who are writing in September, July, whatsoever it is. So if you are writing to your respective examination ke liye, whatever the amendments are there, whatever the changes are there, that I'll tell you. Okay, or if you find any anything which I have missed here by mistake, which I have missed here, so just let me know in the comment box. Immediately I will make one more video, or next video mein what I'll do, I will make the changes. Okay, So that is the deal between us. Now, section B, goods and service tax. Okay. All questions should be answered on the basis of the position of GST law as amended up to 31st 10, 2023. The GST rates for the goods and services mentioned in the various questions are hypothetical and may not necessarily be the actual rates levied on those goods and services. That means whatever the, now example on cameras, the tax rate is 5%. If they give it so, then don't get confused. In reality, it may be 28%, but right now in the examination, they have given it 5%. All these are hypothetical. Further, GST compensation cess should be ignored in all the questions wherever applicable. So basically, we have not discussed about the compensation cess at all. That was not there in our syllabus. If you know something extra, don't apply it, ignore it. First one, case study. So first we will read the case study. We'll read the case study. ABC Limited has its manufacturing unit in the state of Rajasthan. Further, it has ancillary units in the state of Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. So it is there in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. So first thing, whenever you read a new question, no, what you have to do is you have to make a note. So what is the note here? Note, a person has registration in Rajasthan. So this is Rajasthan. And one more in Madhya Pradesh, MP. And other unit is in Uttar Pradesh. Huh? Which one is that? Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Okay. Other one is Gujarat. Okay. I understood, sir. Is registered in each of these states. So all these states are registered. All these states are registered. R. In all the states, this is registered. Okay, chalo, samajh gaya. Moreover, ABC Limited owns and operates a hotel in Udaipur, Rajasthan. So what it has in Rajasthan is, it's registered as the hotel. In addition to the aforesaid, ABC Limited owns a commercial space which is rented out to a registered person at monthly rent of 50,000. So where commercial space which is rented out to a registered person. So one commercial space is there. It is registered, rented out to a registered person. The rent is 50,000. The maintenance of the premises is the responsibility of ABC Limited. In pursuance of the same, during the month of April, ABC Limited incurred certain expenses on the purchase of maintenance related materials. Example to that premises may be cleaning or jhadu, pocha karne ke liye, everything that is purchased. In pursuance of this, incurred certain expenses for the maintenance related materials. The said expenses are recoverable from the tenant along with the invoice issued for the rent. So that means in Rajasthan, this guy, ABC Limited, no, commercial space, they have a commercial space. So that everything that they collect, rent plus materials in Rajasthan for rent. Okay. There's some issue here. In Rajasthan, okay. In Rajasthan here, rent, which was there, no, that was 50,000 plus the materials, which is there, no, that is somewhere some X amount. I'll take it as 5,000, for example. So 55,000. And you know that in value of supply, we have discussed in value of supply, if anything is received, that will also be added. TOPICS, tax, obligation of the supplier met by the recipient. P, anything related to the packing or any other incidental expenses. Actually, this is any material which has purchased, no, that is incidental expenses. That will also be added to the value of supply. Okay, I'll continue. So incurred certain expenditure. The said expenses are recoverable from the tenant along with the income invoices issued on the rent. The rate of tax applicable on the material used for the maintenance was 5%. Okay. So there is some issue now. On this, it is 5%. The material, see, example, if I am the owner, I purchase that material. On that material, I have paid 5% as the GST. I have purchased 5% GST. On rent, what is the GST I have to collect? 18%. I have to collect 18%. Okay, if this is me, I purchase material worth 5,000 plus 5% GST. And I have given the premises on rent to a person, no, for which I receive the rent. On that rent, it is 18%. Now, while collecting, I will collect 50,000, on which 18% is GST that I have to collect. And I have given this material also, no, 5,000. Is the question now whether I have to collect 5% or 18%? Now, the answer is 55,000 pay, entire amount pay, composite supply pay, you have to collect 18%. Okay, so they have not asked all these questions, but just I am telling you. During the year, ABC Limited agreed to provide the hotel to Mr. X for a business conference to be held at Udaipur. Mr. X is an unregistered person residing in Maharashtra. Okay, I don't know what is the question. Rajasthan mein he had one hotel, no? In Rajasthan, he had a hotel. Hotel in Rajasthan. The conference, for conference purpose, he gave this hall to Mr. X. This guy is URP, unregistered person. Okay, that guy is unregistered person. Okay, chalo. ABC Limited made the supply of machinery in the month of June, details of which are as follows. So, in the month of June, they sold the machinery. Basic price of the machinery before TCS under Income Tax Act was 45,000. People, you tell me what we have to do. TCS, we need to add tax. See, TOPIC. If you remember, as per section number 15, we have discussed that TOPICS topics that we have to add. T for tax. So, all the tax excluding minus income tax, that is TDS. Including TDS, but excluding TCS and GST. So you have to exclude TCS and GST here, but we have to add TDS. TDS we need to add. Okay. Okay. So now before considering TCS, it was 45,000. Chalo. Okay, sir. Samajh gaya. Tax collected at source, that is 2,500. Ignore this amount because we are not going to add TCS here. It received a subsidy of 3,500 from the Green Foundation Private Limited for usage of green energy, and the subsidy was linked to the units of the energy saved and not aforesaid machinery. So now the question is that 3,500 need to be added. Received a subsidy. See, any subsidy which is received from central government, state government, we are not supposed to add, we have to deduct. But this 3,500, we need to add. Okay. So, and not, say, for energy saved and not aforesaid machinery. It is not for machinery, people. That is not given for machinery. It is for the energy which is saved and not for the machinery. So that's why what we have to do, these 3,500, don't add it. See, that 45,000 which was there, no, in the last page, 45,000 was there. To that 45,000 topics, T, tax need to be added, sir. Correct. But this 2,500 we will not add. But subsidy, sir, you have to add the subsidy except central government, state government. Okay, sir, this is not given by central government, state government. Except by central government, state government, you have to add. This is not given by central government, state government, so we have to add. Any subsidy given by central government, state government, don't add. But this is not central government, state government, we have to add. Okay, so I'll add that 3,500. But the question is, this is not related to the machinery, then why we need to add? So this also I will not add. So the value of the machinery is just 45,000. Next one. In addition to the aforesaid transaction, ABC Limited spent an amount of 5 lakh on the procurement of the certain goods which were distributed as part of the corporate social responsibility expenditure required under the provisions of the Companies Act 2013. We'll discuss about that. What is there in this? They purchased, ABC Limited purchased some goods and spent it as the CSR. I'll come to that point. During the scrutiny proceedings in the state of Gujarat, jurisdictional GST officer asked ABC Limited to submit the copy of the audited financial statements for the Gujarat and was of the view that the ABC Limited is required to get his accounts audited by a chartered accountant separately under GST law for filing annual return and reconciliation statement in each cases. Okay, now the question is, there was a scrutiny for ABC Limited and the scrutiny officer told that you have to do separately, you have to do the audited financial statements. You have to do it separately. Fine, I understood. You understood? That was just a suggestion which was given by notice, which was given by that scrutiny officer. You have to do the audited financial statement. Wait, I don't know what may be the question which is asked here. All above amounts are exclusive of GST wherever applicable. The rate of GST on all inward and outward supplies are 18% unless otherwise mentioned. Assume that there is no other outward and inward transactions apart from aforesaid transactions. So only those transactions were there, except that there was no other transactions here. Based on that, on the facts of the case scenario given above, choose the most appropriate answer to the question number 1 to 5. First question. For the transaction related to renting of commercial space, what should be the rate of tax charged to ABC Limited? I have already discussed about it. Commercial space. What was our answer? It was 18%. Correct. So we don't have to see 18%. Entire amount pay 18%. Okay, let's see the options here. A, the rate of GST on rent and maintenance material related recovery shall be 18%. Is it? Okay. The rate of GST on rent shall be 18? No. See, rent shall be 18, correct. And on material shall be 5? No, I told you, it is composite supply. No GST shall be charged? There is GST. The rate of GST on rent and maintenance material related recovery shall be 5%. Wrong. Because composite supply may, the main supply, principal supplies tax shall be applicable, so that on both the items it is 18%. So the answer is A. Compute the value of supply under section 15 of the CGST Act 2017 made by ABC Limited in the month of June. Answer is 45,000. Direct answer it is. Why? Because I just told you here the entire supply ke liye it is 45,000. Next one. What will be the next question? With respect to the hotel accommodation service provided to Mr. X, GST payable by ABC Limited is. Okay, this question is from place of supply. This question is from place of supply. Now, where was the accommodation? In Rajasthan. Person X is from Rajasthan. See, supplier is from Rajasthan. You remember section number 12? Section 12 of IGST. Section number 12 of IGST. So what was there in section number 12 of IGST? IGST, not CGST. Section number 12 of CGST is time of supply in case of goods. But this is section number 12, that is place of supply in case of service. If you remember, section number 12, subsection 3, in case of immovable property, what is the place of supply? POS is equal to where the immovable property IMP is located. Where IMP is located, that place shall be the place of supply. So in this case, Rajasthan mein hotel was there in Rajasthan, no? So that conference was there in Rajasthan. What is the place of supply? Rajasthan is the place of supply. Supplier is from supplier. That ABC Limited was there in Rajasthan. Place of supply, POS, that is also in Rajasthan. So what is applicable? CGST and SGST. CGST and SGST is applicable. Let's see the options here. Nil, GST on accommodation services payable by the recipient. Is it? No. Nowhere we have discussed about this hotel accommodation in RCM. Nil, GST on accommodation services provided to an unregistered person is exempt. No, in exemption chapter we have not discussed this. In the nature of CGST and SGST, correct. So option C is the answer. In the nature of IGST, no, because place of supply and supplier both are in Rajasthan. So that's why answer is C. Section number 12, subsection 13, subsection 3. If you remember, people, you know this better. Which of the following option is correct with regard to availability of ITC to ABC Limited in respect of GST paid on procurement of the goods meant for the purpose of CSR? People, I am purchasing something for giving it free. Will I get ITC? No, I will not get ITC here. I will not get ITC. Why? Because section number 17, subsection 5 blocked. Section number 17, subsection 5 may it is blocked. So which of the following option is correct with respect to the availability of ITC on CSR? The amount of ITC related to such procurement of the goods is not available. Correct one. The amount of ITC related to such procurement of the goods is available. Wrong. Not available, because if you are giving something as free, then you will not get ITC. Section number 17, subsection 5, blocked credits. The amount of ITC only to the extent of 50% gone. No, you will not get the ITC. Amount of ITC shall be available. No, gone. So the answer is A. Which of the following option is correct with regard to the advice given by the GST officer in respect of the auditing of the accounts? There is no requirement of the separate audit. True. See, did I tell you that audit is not required to be done separately? So we have discussed this in the class. Audit is at once. And one more thing, in GST, on scrutiny, so the auditing can be given by the officer. Officer may say that auditing has to be done, but separate audit is not required. Separate audit of the financial statement from the perspective of the GST provisions. True. Only reconciliation statement, see, all these are irrelevant answers. So option A, which we have discussed in the classroom. So this is about your multiple choice questions. Shall we discuss about question number 6? So corrigendum mein there is something changes here, but we will see, what is there in our head. So on that basis, we will answer this question. Messrs. Cute and Company, a partnership firm, registered supplier under GST in Bengaluru, Karnataka state, has provided the following information for the month of October 2023. Okay. So October 2023 के लिए partnership firm registered in Karnataka. What is the preliminary things that we need to remember? Question number 6 के लिए preliminaries that we have to know now. Question number 6. Given. What is given? Registered in Karnataka. And month for which we are calculating the things. So remember about this. Month for which we are calculating is. Provide the following information for the month of October. Registered supplier under GST in Bengaluru. Okay. Cute and Company. Name of the company is Cute and Company. And for the month of October. Okay. So question number 6. Month October. Company. Cute. Month 1 and registered guy. Registered in KTK, Karnataka. Okay, this we need to remember. Uske baad. Now for the month of October, no, anyhow. The details of the transactions are given in the following. So first question is that of intrastate taxable supply of DSA services to the public sector bank. Anyhow bank. So can you recall something? Okay. So details of the transactions में intrastate taxable supply of direct selling agent services to public sector bank. Okay, so what you can recall here? RCM. Can you recall that it is RCM? But what is given there? You remember DSA. While answering, no, I'll just put the format here. SL number, serial number. I'll write the particulars. Note number. IGST or the value IGST, CGST, and if there is any SGST. So note value IGST, CGST, SGST. So now the first serial number may DSA. But can you recall that what we have discussed in our classroom? Individual direct selling agent. People, you have highlighted the word individual. Individual direct selling agent giving services to bank RCM. But here it is not individual direct selling agent. Why? Because company it is. It is Cute and Co. If I am not wrong, it is a partner. As far as my knowledge is concerned, it is a partnership firm, guys. It is partnership firm. It is partnership firm, registered supplier under GST in Bengaluru. Partnership firm, individual direct selling agent, then it is reverse charge. This is not reverse charge, this is forward charge, 2,50,000. And wait, GST rate is 9% CGST, 9% SGST. And I'll just take my calculator. I need my calculator. Calculator kahan gaya re mera calculator? Huh. 2,50,000 into 9%. It is 22,500 CGST, 22,500 SGST. I hope you understood. Just write note number 1. Value is 2,50,000 and 9% is 20. Sorry, it is 0. 0 here. It is CGST, SGST. Because all are intrastate. No, it is given in the question. See, intrastate taxable supply of goods, direct selling agent, so that 22,000 here it is 0, 22,500 CGST, 22,500 SGST. ठीक है. Next one, second one. Services provided to the government authority by way of sanitary conservancy. This is sanitary conservancy, which says that it is services given to the government, in relation to sanitary conservancy. It is exempt. It is exempt. We have discussed in, if I'm not wrong, in entry number 9. Thus, anything related to the sanitary or this, which is given in 243G, 243W, so that is exempt. So that this one, services to government in relation to sanitary work, that is exempt. The value is, how much is the value? 99,900. The value is 99,900. It is exempt. It is given in the exemption chapter. Next, rent paid to the residential dwelling taken for running an office for providing DSA services. Owner of the residential property was not registered under GST. This is an intrastate supply. Rent paid. How much is the rent? Rent paid to the residential dwelling taken for running an office for providing DSA. Sir, will it come under RCM? That is my question now. Will it come under RCM? No. Residential dwelling for business purpose, it is not under RCM, it is FCM. So what has to happen? That person has to collect from us. So this is FCM, so that person, the other person has to collect from us, so that we will ignore this. FCM it is. So that person, we paid rent, no. That means ABC company paid rent. And this is about purchase. Wait, we'll discuss about the purchase. First, we will go for selling. Availed information technology services for their business from partner's friend, Mr. Allen, from Australia. And he refused to take any consideration. Open market value of the said service is 1,25,000. See, first of all, it is without consideration, and that person is not related person. As per section number 7, subsection 1, clause C, schedule 1, paragraph number 4, 5 conditions should be satisfied without consideration. To call it as a supply without consideration, 5 conditions should be satisfied. Number 1, the first condition is the importation, that is importation, sir. Service, correct? No, from Australia, importation it is. And information technology services without consideration. Any refuse to take any consideration from a related person. No, he is a friend. So that's why it is not the supply. It is not the supply. Nil. So what do you write here? Third one, information technology. Third one, you just write that as per section number 7, subsection 1, clause C, schedule number 1, paragraph number 4. It is not the supply because there is no consideration and that person is not the related person. So that nil, dash, dash, dash. Fourth one. We'll go for the next one. Provided training and performance appraisal services in Bengaluru to the following persons. ABC Private Limited, a registered supplier in the state of Kerala. ABC Private Limited is a registered person in the state of Kerala. Registered supplier, that guy is registered supplier. And Babu Cons, a proprietor concern of Rajasthan, which has not registered under GST. What comes to your mind now is that, so what has to strike to your mind is about the place of supply. The place of supply. When it comes to 3 lakh rupees, so if performance appraisal, if I'm not wrong, section number 12, subsection 5, 4 or 5, 3, 4, no, not 4, 5, 5. Section number 2, so 4 was about restaurant. 12.4 is about the place of supply in case of restaurant. Take section number 12, subsection 4 and see that it is about restaurant and any other services in relation to the where the performance is done. No, that place is the place of supply. But this is in case of performance appraisal services, section number 12, subsection 5. So which says that if the person is registered supplier in the state of Kerala, where the person is registered, that place shall be the place of supply. Where that person is actually registered, no, that place shall be the place of supply. In case of this 3 lakhs, performance appraisal cases may. Fourth one, performance appraisal services. I don't write it full, but you have to write it full. Okay, fourth one, you have to write that place of supply is where the person is registered, that place shall be the place of supply. For this 3 lakh, it is 18%. 3 lakhs multiplied by 18%, 54,000. IGST. Please, people, write it in the respective column. Otherwise, you may lose the marks. 54,000. What about this fifth one? Performance appraisal in the state of Kaha? Proprietorship concern in Rajasthan. So that for that 1 lakh, it is CGST and SGST. For that 1 lakh, it is CGST and SGST. So fifth one, please do write that it is in the state. So that it is CGST, SGST, 18%, 9%, 9%. So it is 9,000. 9,000. Chalo. Hua na? That was the last point. All the amounts given in the above, exclusive of taxes, all the conditions necessary for availing the ITC was there. There was no opening balance in the input tax credit. Turnover of Cute and Company was 2 crore in the previous financial year. That means if it is above the said registration limit. So they have to take the registration, and they are not composition dealer. They are not composition dealer. Okay. Compute the GST payable. So we have already calculated what we have calculated here. The total amount of the tax, OTL. We have calculated OTL. So total OTL here it is 54,000, and 9 plus 22,500 plus 9,000, 31,500, and here also 31,500. So this is calculation of output tax liability, OTL. Now we will continue and we will calculate the calculation of input tax credit available. Okay. ITC available, that we will calculate here. Okay. So what are the ITC which are available? Same serial number, particulars, note, value, IGST, CGST, SGST. Okay. The first one. Here. FCM it is. I told you. So we have paid that. That is FCM. So whenever we are paying with the GST forward charge notice. So we paid the amount. With that, we paid the GST also on that. We have to get the ITC. What is the amount here? 25,000. 25,000 into 9% CGST, 9% SGST. 2,250 it is. Rent paid. First one. Rent paid. So write the note number as 6, and the value is, how much is the value? 25,000. So value is 25,000. IGST nahi hai. 25,000. How much we got? 2,250 here. 2,250 here. 2250, 2250. And wait, 1 point now. Rent paid to the residential dwelling taken for running an office for providing DSA services. Owner of the residential property was not registered. People, this is not FCM. I'm so sorry. This is not FCM. This is RCM. Arey, that guy is not registered person. No, I'm so sorry. He is not registered person. He is unregistered person. So that it is RCM. So RCM. No need to worry. You will get ITC. Hello. Even it is RCM. So you have written in the correct column here. So we will get the ITC. Don't worry. We will get the ITC. But we have to pay first. Later we can take the ITC here. What else that we have purchased? So this is done. And later purchase of the car. We will not get the ITC. Why? Section number 17, subsection 5, point number 1, first clause itself is that on vehicle which is meant for transportation of persons where the seating capacity is less than or equal to 13 members, not available. ITC is not available. So that ITC, but you have to write purchase of car. Just write that. Second one, car purchased, note number 7, it is not available. So the total ITC that you get, how much is the total ITC that you get? So only that, no. This we have covered, this we have covered, and this also we have covered. Everything is done? Yes, everything is done. So the total ITC that we get here is only 02250. This is the ITC that we get. And now the computation of tax liability. So we have to compute the tax liability. How much we have to pay now? How much we have to pay, that we have to calculate. computation of GST payable in cash. Computation of GST payable in cash. So the first point is OTL. How much is OTL? That we have calculated here. 54, 31,500, 31,500. So IGST, CGST, SGST. 54,000 here. 31,500 here. 31,500 here. Minus less ITC, input tax credit. So that we have calculated 2250, 2250. IGST 0, 2,250, 2,250. So after deducting 31,500 minus 2,250 is equal to 29,250. So here 54,000, 29,250, 29,250. Sir, this we have to pay in cash? No. Why? You have to add under reverse charge. See, this you will get the ITC only if you pay. No. Without paying, how you can take? This is the RCM ITC, no, it is. 2250 is RCM ITC. Without paying, how you get this? That's why you have to add it back. Add back RCM. RCM which is payable, that is 2,250. 2,250. So total payable in cash is again 31,500, 54,000, 31,500. Clear with this? So this is the amount that we need to pay, 31,500, 31,500, 54,000. So this is about your question number 6. Important question it was. Later, question number 7 is very, very simple question. It is, from the following information provided by Sasta Bazaar, determine the time of supply for the purchase of the payment of GST. So you have to determine what is the time of supply as per section number 12 and section number 13. It issues the coupon 20th 6 worth 2,000 redeemable against the purchase of specific plastic items. You remember section number 12 के हिसाब से section number 12 subsection 5 section number 12 subsection 4 vouchers. If it is goods are identifiable, then the date of issue of the voucher. If the goods are not identifiable, then on the date of redemption. So for the first one, whenever you have issued, that time is the time of supply. So it issued coupon on 20th 6 2023 for specific items. No. So if the goods are identifiable, then the date of issue of coupon. If goods are not identifiable, then date of issue of then the date of redemption. So for the first one, answer is 20th 6. See, people, how you write that answer, that depends on you. You can see the suggested answers also. Issued coupon on 1/8 worth 3,000, which is redeemable against the purchase of any item, not specific item. So coupon were redeemed on 18/8. So the answer is 18/8. Why? Because it can be any item, not specific item, any item. So on the date of redemption, that is 18/8/2023. It received interest of 10,000 for the late payment of the customer on 11/11. So as per section number 12 subsection 6, last one, IPL ka case, interest, penalty and late fee mein interest can be on any date. Whenever you receive that date will be the time of supply. So the receipt date is 11/11. So the answer is 11/11. Easy question, people. 5 marks. Aram se you can score here. With reference to the next question, with reference to the GST law, determine the place of supply with reasons in the following independent circumstances. Miss Kanika of Kolkata, West Bengal, visited to Jodhpur Law University and paid the college fees by purchasing a demand draft from a bank. So this is not related to the college fees. This is related to DD, demand draft. Okay. Miss Kanika did not have any account with the bank. So you remember I told you, If address of the customer is available, then that address. If address is not available, then where the bank is located, that place will be the place of supply. So in this case, location of the recipient is not available in the books of accounts of the supplier. So the place of supply will be location of the supplier. That is, bank's place will be the place of supply. So where is the bank? Rajasthan. Rajasthan will be the place of supply, because Rajasthan, they don't have their address, Kanika's address. Mizu Machine Limited, next question here. Registered in the state of Andhra Pradesh, supplied a machinery to Kian Wind Farms Limited. Okay. In the state of Karnataka. However, this machinery was assembled and installed at the windmill of Kian Wind Farms Limited, which was located in the state of Tamil Nadu. What is the place of supply? If the goods is or machinery is required to be installed, the place of installation shall be the place of supply. So the answer is Tamil Nadu. Easy one. Can you recall section number 10, section number 10, subsection 1, clause D. Clause D, if I'm not wrong. Next one. Happy Constructions Limited, a registered builder under GST in Bengaluru, Karnataka, has got permission to build 5 floors. Okay, they have got the permission to build 5 floors from the municipal project for one of its project at Surajnagar. For 5 floors, they have the right to build for 5 floors. Surajnagar. Aditya Constructions, they are rivals. A neighboring housing project approached Happy Construction. This is Happy Construction. Now, Aditya Constructions. So, Happy Constructions Limited to discuss regarding the blockage of the sunlight issue arising out of the construction of the 5 floors. See, this floor is little small and this is 5 floors. So if you do this, sunlight will not come to our place. Please don't do this. Don't build that 5th floor. So you stop it at 4th floor, for which we will pay you 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs was offered as the compensation. Happy Construction Limited agreed to the offer. It may be noted that Aditya Construction is not ready to pay any further amount in addition to the amount already agreed. We will pay you, see, this Aditya Constructions told Happy Constructions that we will pay you 20 lakhs, not more than that. Okay, briefly explain the correct legal provision whether the above amount received as the compensation is liable to GST or not. Yes, liable to GST. Can you tell me why? Agreeing to do or not to do something, where we have discussed section number 7, subsection 1A, schedule number 2, paragraph number 5, subpara 5. To do something, not to do something, that is also supply. So that's why this is supply. And if the considered as taxable, then calculate the total GST payable by the Happy Constructions Limited. Assume the applicable rate of CGST and SGST is 9%. But the problem is where this is located. No, that place will be the place of supply. Now you have to see Happy Construction registered builder under GST in Bengaluru. Happy is in Bengaluru. And this Aditya Construction neighboring house project approached the Happy Construction. So they are also in Bengaluru. Both are in Bengaluru. That's why CGST, SGST is applicable. So that 9%, 9%. But the problem is, what is the problem which prevails here? They paid 20 lakhs, not more than that. So they told that we will pay you one lump sum 20 lakhs, not more than that. We are sorry. That means GST is included in that. So how to calculate? If 20 lakhs is including GST, 118%, then how much is 18%? Cross multiplication. So you have to calculate 20 lakhs into 18 divided by 118 is equal to, so you will get 20 lakhs multiplied by 18 divided by 118. You will get the total amount as 3,05,084. So this is already included in that. That is divided by 2. If I do that, why 18%? CGST, SGST, no. 9% CGST, which is 1,52,542, and 9% SGST, 1,52,542, CGST and SGST. Clear with this? So they told no, here, 20 laksha matra korte, we'll pay you only 20 lakhs. We are not ready to pay 1 rupee more than that. So that means this 20 lakhs is including GST. We think that this is including GST. So that's why that is also included. B, the aggregate turnover of Mangal and Company, a registered person for the financial year 22-23 was 8 crore. It approaches you as the GST consultant for the issue of invoice. Required. Why required? Any year from 17-18 onwards. Any year from 17-18 onwards. If your turnover is greater than 5 crores, you are required, mandated to give the invoice. Advise whether it's mandatory to invoice? Yes, it is mandatory. List out the entities that are exempt from the mandatory. So which are the entities that we have discussed? Somewhere 5 to 6. One is cinematographic films. They are not required. Insurance company is not required. Banking company is not required. GTA is not required. Correct. Government is not required. And PIG, passenger transportation. PIGS government. People remember PIGS, government, cinema. PIGS with the government going to cinema. Cinema hall not required. Government is not required. Passenger transportation is not required. Insurance and banking companies are not required. And this is a special economic zone. SEZ units not required. Developer required. SEZ units not required. This one G stands for GTA. GTA. They are also not required. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys who are not required to go for this e-invoicing. Easy question. 5 marks. Easy. Ram Lalla Enterprises registered in Delhi is engaged in the supply of interior decoration services to Andhra Bhavan located in Delhi. Services contract is entered into with the government of Andhra Pradesh, registered only in Andhra Pradesh. The total contract value inclusive of GST is 15,50,000 and payment for the same is due in October 2023. You are required to determine the amount of tax, if any, to be deducted in the above case, assuming that CGST and SGST, IGST as 9%, 9% and 18% respectively. See, in case of Ram Lalla Enterprises in Delhi, engaged in the supply of interior decoration, no. So as per section number 51, TDS, read with section number 20 of the IGST Act. So we have to do CGST 1% and SGST 1% or IGST 2% from the payment made. If the value is greater than 2,50,000. So here value is obviously greater than 2,50,000 provided. Who should be the deductor? Government means not all the government, department of the government, local authority, governmental agency, any other authority or board or any other body set up by an act of parliament, established by or any government or society registered by the central government. Remember the 6 members. Correct? No, 3 plus 3. So only these 6, including public sector undertakings, they can do this. Further, for the purpose of deduction of tax, the value of supply shall be taken as the amount excluding CGST, SGST, IGST. So on that note, proviso to section number 51(1), what it says, no tax shall be deducted if the location of the supplier and the place of supply is in the state or union territory which is different from the recipient state. Remember that also we discussed in the class. Correct? No, there was one box in GST Park that also we discussed. And as per section number 12, subsection 3, remember that if immovable property is located somewhere where it is located or intended to located, that place will be the place of supply. So, location of the supplier, that is Ram Lalla Enterprises, is in Delhi and the state of registration of the recipient is Andhra Pradesh. So, no tax. So, here, which are different, no. So, place of supply and supplier is in one, recipient is another state. So, it is different. So, that's why no. So, there is no TDS shall be done. So, there is no tax is liable to be deducted in the given case. TDS is not required. Think. And they have asked the question, will your answer be different if Ram Lalla Enterprises is registered under the compensation scheme? No. Answer will remain unchanged even if the Ram Lalla Enterprises is registered under composition scheme. Even if it is registered under composition scheme. Examine the implication of GST on supply of food and beverages at cinema hall. People, this is direct question from which chapter? Chapter nahi hai. This question is directly from your this what? Amendment. Amendment se hai. Okay. Next one. Oh, hua? Correct. So these are the questions that we had to discuss. People. So after that, we have suggested answer hints here. Anyways, people, will meet again in the next session, next video mein, with one more RTP. Until then, people, everyone, keep studying, keep growing. And I had told you, I will give you one surprise. Soon, in association with Sanmati Academy, so I'm going to start YouTube videos specially for you guys, and more details will be there in the next video. Okay, so and here excitingly I am just announcing that YouTube mein not in YouTube, I'm so sorry, not in YouTube, on Zoom we are going to conduct a special session on GST for those who are repeaters. Or if you are not repeaters, you are watching this for the first time also, or you are appearing for the exam for first time also, to you also it is available at the exciting price of 499 rupees. So you get this at exciting price of 499. So for that, to whom to contact, what should be done, sir? If you are interested, let me know in comment box. Immediately in comment box. So what will be the time? What will be the place? Place is Zoom, that you already know. Okay, on Zoom, we are going to conduct comprehensive classes, fast track classes for those who are repeating in the exam, or if you want to watch it for the first, you are writing the exam for the first time. To you also, we are launching it for exciting price of 499. You heard it right. It is for 499 rupees. Entire syllabus fast track mein it is going, and we are going to cover up everything. I will cover up everything here. Don't worry. Even in the questions, fast track mein everything goes in fast track questions. The GST part also we will discuss all the questions from the study material, PYQ and RTP, everything, amendments, everything we are going to cover up. Anyhow, PYQ, RTP, everything that you get in the YouTube mein you'll get it, but still I'm just telling you, if you want to know GST more, then put it in the comment box, I am interested, so that we will meet in the Zoom. This is exciting offer to you all, okay? To all my GST Park subscribers. People will meet in the next class. Until then, keep studying, keep growing. I love you all. Bye.